My name is Donald Lowry, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies today as we dedicate this incredible mosaic done by Juan Lopez as a memorial. I didn't pay him to clap, Juan. I just want to let you know that. Woo. Wow. Winds have come up. Okay. This memorial mosaic accompanies a plaque that was dedicated last year in honor of Caroline Yee. Boy, we're losing a lot here. Those Oakland winds. Thanks, Mike. We have anything else crashing behind me? Oh, thanks, Mike. Since this is a memorial to the memory of Caroline Yee, I think it's a great time to introduce a gentleman who happens to be her loving husband and a wonderful educator and respected member of the Oakland community. I'd like to introduce right now the superintendent of the Oakland Unified School District, Dr. Gary Yee.
Well, thank you so much, Don and everybody, for coming. I can tell you honestly, this is so amazing and so emotionally charged for me. Usually I get to come to these things and I'm the superintendent, which just walks through and gets to introduce other people and welcome them. But really what I realize is today I'm actually here because I'm married to the person that is partly related to this. One of the things when I met Don and Juan, the artist, I said to them, 20 years from now, some of us will be long gone, and the rest of us will have a faulty memory, and we probably won't remember who Caroline Yee is, but people will be able to come around this school and see the artwork and remember what education is really all about. Public education is about remembering the past, living in the present, and planning for the future. And that's what this art represents, because I have a feeling nobody's going to come in one day and take a big roller and repaint the colors. I don't think anybody's going to come in and put graffiti on it. I think people are going to come and say, this is magnificent, and I can see myself in the panels. And so that's what we charge Juan to do, that no matter who comes, from what country, from what city, from what socioeconomic background, from what language group, with whatever aspirations, that they'll be able to look at these panels and see themselves and see their families and see their cultures and see their past, their present, and their future in it. And I think that Juan has done that. I want to thank Don. I want to thank all the supporters and contributors of this. And most of all, I want to thank all of you who were all part of, most of you, part of Caroline's life, and for many, 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 many years. And I have a feeling that all of you also love art. Is there anybody here that doesn't love art? And even God himself has found the perfect day to have this unveiling, because we've got the perfect sun and shade, we've got all the photographers, we've got no rain, no humidity, no blowing dust, no blowing wind, nothing but the sounds of kids, the beauty of the day, the Chinatown Center in this beautiful city of Oakland. We have the artists and all the people who probably love as much as I do what these panels represent. So thank you so much, Don, and thank you for your leadership on all this.
of course, just when you want to find that piece of paper with all the famous people's names on it, you have to excuse me for a moment there. We are very lucky to have some of the leaders of Oakland today. It's a business day, it's a working day, but on very short notice we were able to pull together announcements and phone trees and get people here. And I'd like to thank the lady with the big hat to my right, Sue Piper in the green with the nice scarf. You know, when you pick up the phone on a Wednesday and you say, we'd like you to contact all the members of the press, Board of Education, the mayor, the city council members, and by the way, you only have about 5 days to plan that. I'd say she did a pretty good job, and thank you. We have today with us Richard Cohen. It's Mayor Jean Kwan's Chief of Staff. And representing the City Council, the Chief of Staff, oh, I'm sorry, that's the City Council. It's not the entire City Council. It's City Council's representative for this district, Pat Kernigan, who couldn't be here, but Jenny Gerard is here. Jenny, where are you? This project was no, I'm getting to that. You can't rush an Irish party, and I got to let you know that now. No, we have some members of the school board who were nice enough to attend, as I say, on short notice. So I'm going to introduce those who are here right now. First, Jamoki Hinton Hodge. Thank you. I have names, but I hope people are here. I recognize a few by face. Is James Harris here from the school board? No? Okay. How about Jody London? Okay. And Ann Campbell Washington. Is Ann here? No. Okay. Well, they tried to make it. They couldn't do it. Okay. When you tried to put together a mosaic in Chinatown, you are always working to try to make sure that you're culturally appropriate and that the cultural symbols have a meaning for the people here, especially those who are longtime members of the community. And so we asked for the help of Angel Ho. Angel is the Director of Translation Services for the Oakland Unified School District. And so Juan and I sat down with her some months ago and we said, what symbols that you think of would be appropriate for these mosaics? And so I'd like to bring up here Angel. Angel will just recognize the members of the Chinatown establishment especially. And I even had to take notes when I talked to you because you gave us a lot of good ideas. Thank you, Angel.
I got the instruction from my superintendent. I need to translate the first part first. OK， 咁咧頭先咧，我哋就介紹咗咧好多位嘅嘉賓啦。呢個包括咧係市長辦公室啦，呢個市議會第二區嘅市參事嘅代表啦。咁同時咧，我哋亦都係咧有一啲嘅教育委員會嘅委員喺度㗎。咁而我哋在座嘅亦都好多咧係我哋呢一個社區嘅人士㗎。咁佢哋就係講咧就係關於好多年之後咧，余校董就講，余校監就話啦，可能咧有啲人咧已經唔記得咗咧余校長係邊個㗎，但係教育呢一方面咧，我哋係仍然咧係會永遠流傳咧，係永遠都會係記得㗎。咁同時咧，佢亦都係話咧，佢今日好感動嘅原因點解咧？佢一般嚟講咧，佢係以代表咧係校區總監嘅身份咧係向我哋致辭嘅。今日咧佢只以咧一個咧係被命名嘅人士嘅丈夫而出席我哋今日嘅會議咧。咁佢話咧佢亦都係咧係深深受到呢個感動㗎。咁佢話咧其實咧喺余校監咧同我哋呢一兩位嘅藝術家喺一個談論之間嘅時候咧，係佢起呢一個壁畫嘅時候咧，咁佢哋亦都係有好多唔同嘅意見㗎。咁我亦都好有榮幸咧，咁佢哋咧就係聯絡到我咧，咁就係參與少少咧係呢一個咧有關我哋文化上邊嘅要求啦，同埋係代表乜嘢㗎？咁我記得咧就係咧 其實係我哋嘅 General Counsel，我哋嗰個法律委部嘅總監咧，係俾電話我嘅。其實當日咧，我係放緊假㗎。咁佢就話講呢個嘅諗法話俾我聽嘅時候咧，咁我就會係冒住雨走翻嚟咧，係同佢哋開會㗎。General Minor, I just want mention about you because you know you are the one calling me and let me know about the mosaic and bring me back. Remember you calling me the day that I was on vacation. I came in back here, Auckland, pouring down to meet with them because you know this means a lot to us. It means a lot to me. So, Dan, I'm sure you want wait until 1 to talk about all the features later. You don't want me to jump over. So I really appreciate that, you know, I'm part of the committee, you know, planning for this mosaic. So 我好榮幸咧，我有機會咧係參與呢一度咧，係有份去設計呢個嘅壁畫㗎。咁我好多謝各位咧，你哋亦都喺百忙之中咧係抽時間嚟㗎。
When you pull a project like this together with a lot of people to help us out, it's important to remember them at a moment like this, and also to thank the people who have contributed both financially as well as through their time and their energy. The first is the lady that was just mentioned by Angel. Her name is Jackie Miner. I tend to know her very well, and she's the chief attorney for the Oakland Public Schools. Her title is chief counsel, but every time I say that to someone who doesn't know the law and the legal world, they think she's a counselor, so that's why I tend to use the vernacular. It's chief attorney. Some of the members of her staff are here. It's nice to have them, and also, just to let you know, Jackie started the whole ball rolling last November when she said to me, Don, why can't we get Juan Lopez to work on a memorial mosaic for Caroline Yee at Lincoln School? She said he did a fabulous job on Telegraph Avenue for the Business Improvement District, and you were the sort of the supervisor of that project. She said, when you see those 38 trash cans on Telegraph Avenue with the mosaics that Juan created, she said, I just think that he should do something here at Lincoln. It's a perfect place. So she was the one who brought us all together, and she's the lady in the back, standing there waving her hand. Well, Jackie is one of those people that when she picks up the phone and calls you, you can't say no, and so she picked up the phone and called Mr. Tim White, and Tim is the Associate Superintendent for Facilities, and she said, I want you to come to Lincoln School and meet with Don and Juan and see if we can do this project. So if Tim's here, I want him to raise his hand. So thank you, Tim. I know you have to go to your son's graduation, so if you can't stick around for the cake, I'll eat your portion. It's okay. This project was funded by a combination, and that's always a great thing to see in America where you have a public-private partnership. And much of the money, of course, came from the Oakland Public Schools. This was a new school building, and there was some funds available for some of the cost, but not all. The other contributions came from a number of interesting people and groups. The first, of course, is Dr. Gary Yee and the Yee family, and they contributed a very nice check to this, and for that I'm very, very thankful because that really got us going and got us started off, so I want to appreciate that. Building Management Company, which has done a number of projects for the Oakland Public Schools, SGI and the executive president, Lance Jackson, and Kate Boskoff, who is an outside counsel, outside attorney who does lots of work for the district in managing construction projects. All of those people need a big hand because they helped a lot too. So let's give it to them. Thanks for your patience. We're almost at the end, and when we do get to the end, I'll bring up Juan, and then we'll have that dramatic moment that all the YouTube reporters are waiting for to see if we can actually get this plastic down without wrecking the building. But we'll see about that in a moment. I want to thank the members of the Lincoln School team because they're the folks who are here with us every time we had to do something. And Principal Ivana Huffman, if you're here, where are you? There you are. Thank you. Song Lee, the school secretary, was so helpful with me for the paperwork to get all of the support team in place every time we came here on a weekend. Song Lee, where are you? If you're here, I hope you're able to take a little bow. Okay. She's retiring after 34 years in the school district. This is her last week with the school district, so she's earned that pension, I'll tell you. In the central office here, Selena Leung and Sharon Chen are two very hardworking employees, and they did a lot to help us out, so thanks to them. Juan and his team, Jesse Medina and myself, we tried to work only on weekends so as not to disrupt the school schedule. In order to do that, we had to have the assistance of the afternoon and weekend custodian. And I will tell you that Cindy Sen was a godsend to us because when we said, Cindy, we have to have that gate open at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and then we have to have you back on Sunday morning, same time, because we had to get this work up, and you have to let it dry for a day, and then you put the grout on for the second day. And I'll tell you, every time that I called her up and said, I've put the paperwork in the office, we need you here on Saturday at 9 in the morning, she was here, right at that gate, opening the gate, smiling and cheerful. So if Cindy, are you here? If you're here, I want you to take a big bow. And finally, when occasionally we had to work during a school day, but after hours, after the kids left, we would need the assistance of the afternoon, the full day, and that would be the full day custodian, I'm sorry. And that is Lana Chung, who has been very helpful and make sure that we didn't run over any kids. We got the kids out of the way as we got a truck in. And again, another very helpful person. So Lana, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm going to bring up Juan Lopez right now because it's time, and you can't hide forever. You have to get up in front of this crowd here. So I want you to come on up, and I'll say a few words about how I met you. On Telegraph Avenue in Upper Oakland, our business improvement district wanted to turn those ugly old trash cans into beautiful mosaics. Our first artist didn't work out. We had to fire him. Someone, might as well be honest. So someone said to me, well, who's going to be the replacement? So our director, Darlene, talked to a guy named Roberto Costa. Is he here today?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. Where's Roberto?
There he is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Roberto had met Juan. Juan was wandering around the lake one day when he saw these people from the Adams Point neighborhood trying to put together a mosaic. And they were doing a little piece-by-piece grouting and all that. Juan just stood there in utter amazement. Now, he has 30 years' experience as a stonemason in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He's worked on some of the biggest, best houses there. And Juan just stood there as these poor people were trying to grout this thing, and they didn't know what the heck they were doing. So he wandered over, volunteered to help. They recruited him immediately. He got to know this guy, Roberto Costa. Costa talked to our director in the Business Improvement District, and that's how things got connected. So in short, that's how I got to know Juan Lopez. So I volunteered on the Business Improvement District to be the supervisor of the project. And you know how artists are. You're never sure about artists. You know, they're kind of temperamental, some of them, some are not. This guy is not a temperamental artist. This guy is a down-to-earth, let's get it done, but he has an artistic sensibility that I love to see. And as you can see, the artistry here, but behind it is that craftsmanship, that workmanship, and that experience as a stonemason. This stuff is not going to fall off the wall. You think not? This is going to stay. It's going to stay on for a couple of years. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Mr. Juan Lopez.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, everybody. I want to say some thank yous too. First to Carolyn Yee and to Gary Yee for all the work you've done in the community over all the years. I don't know where you are right now, Gary, but thank you very much to you and your family. And thank you, Don, for all the help and facilitating and helping me with all the things that had to be done to get it ready. Same with you, Jackie. You're keystone here for this whole project. So thank you, and I'm really happy to meet you and get to know you better. And also want to thank my helper, Jesse Medina. Thank you very much for the help. You know, you gave up weekend time and you came to the shop, and we're getting to know each other and becoming friends, and I'm happy about that. So thank you for all the help. And I want to thank my good friend Kit Sko, my housemate, who has been a great feedback and inspiration and support. The same way with my family here, my companion Tati, my son Sky, and all my friends and relatives from home, and people that are represented from New Mexico, because we think about them. I want to remember them now. And also Adams Point Neighborhood Group is a volunteer group in Adams Point. They do a lot of mosaics in their area, and kind of it was a first connection for me here. And then Roberto too, who's another keystone person in my life. So thanks a lot. Same way to everybody, the school staff and all the people that have been mentioned already. I just want to say real quick what I do. I make these mosaics in my studio in Berkeley. I have a large table, and I sketch an image, and then I blow it up to the right size, and I put a piece of fiberglass mesh over it. And then I cut all the tiles either by hand or with power tools, a few power tools, and I build the mosaic on top of the fiberglass mesh. And then I cut the panel into big puzzle pieces, and then they're mounted temporarily on some masonite boards, and we install them here, and then they're grouted the next day after it dries. So you can check out these photo boards if you want to look at that. And then, but besides the technical part, you know, when I came and I started this, they told me it was going to be this memorial for this well-loved, much-loved teacher, educator, and in Chinatown, and I started thinking about all these different things, you know, about family and community and relationships and ancestors and the future too, and about China and America and the bridges. And so pandas have always been a symbol of friendship, and actually in a discussion with Kit, I got this idea for this panda forest. I wanted to do something that would really celebrate life and be really fun for the kids, but also offer something to anyone who might come across it. And so there's a lot of different things in these mosaics. There's the symbolism of black and white, and there's a flowering tree and a bamboo, which signifies the feminine and the masculine. There's a river of life, and there's pairs of birds in relationship, and there's also animals in solitude, and there's an entire community. There's a mountain range, and there's the river of life. So thank you very much for everything, all the support all the way through, to each of you for coming here today. And I hope I'm very happy to present them to you, this last one, and I hope they're here for a long time to be enjoyed for a lot of people. Thank you very much, everyone. So we're gonna try this. This is untested, so we're gonna give it a try.
Yeah, I have the names of our students. Let's see, is Alexandra Middleton here? No. Okay. Yeah, just to catch somebody who falls down. Is Alexandra? Ah, good. You're going to help us out. We'll tell you what to do. Just wait over there. Steve Leakey. These students, by the way, have been chosen because they represent, in the opinion of the faculty here, Caroline Yee's motto, which is have fun, learn a lot. So these students were selected because they exemplify that. The next one would be Ashley Hyun. Ashley, come on up here. And is Evelyn here? Oh, good. Evelyn Zhao. Hey! We're going to see if this works or if this is going to be on YouTube next week. Let's see. So I'll help you.
Gently pull these strings, and I think we'll be able to strip this plastic off here. Shortest one.
Get Ashley, why don't you come over here? Oh, I'm sorry. Ava, come on over here. No, I'll tell you when. One's going to cut that. Alexander, this way, Ava. Get you in the middle.
There you go. Perfect. Now you can still see it. You want to see
Hey, photographers.
Okay, that's good. Just gently. Gentle. What you do is just gently tug on that. That tape will
Okay,
peel
get
off.
ready, Eva.
You stand back a
Ready,
little bit.
guys?
Hey, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Gotta coach it a little bit. Hang on. There we go.
Never did this before. Pull it. Pull it.
5, 6, 3.
I'll take that. That's okay. Thank you.
停泊在昨日离别的码头，